Welcome back to Planet 13. I am Jay Rosenthal. She is Krista Raymer. This is Cultivated Live, day 3 from Las Vegas. It is Friday morning, so anytime we get someone early Friday morning, we are pleased. Third day of a show, and we are joined by Justin Johnson. Thanks for making time.
I hurried out of the shower for you.
I really appreciate that. Most people scurry out of bed and barely get here, but you were actually here and on time. Tell us about, before we even get into chill steel pipes, give us a little bit of your background in the industry, because it's pretty great.
Yeah, for sure. So, I started my career in advertising, worked in tech. I was really obsessed with a platform called producthunt.com, where people shared and discovered cool new apps.
Yeah.
And when I, figured how I wanted to enter the cannabis industry, I really felt like I didn't want to be a publisher, but I wanted to create a platform that kind of operated in the same way. And I launched a website called buzzfeed.com. And BuzzFeed is Product Hunt for weed. So it's a place where anybody can sign up. I encourage entrepreneurs and enthusiasts to come share the latest and greatest gadgets, strains, cultivation equipment, whatever it is. We have 50 plus categories, and that's kind of how I started. And people kind of got to know me a little bit, I guess.
I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so fast forward. You also have products on shelves.
Yeah, for sure. So I quickly realized that I wasn't going to be making money doing branded content and running banner ads, which kind of was the plan. And what I realized is a lot of founders started coming to me and asking me for help, either with marketing, but also more like back of house stuff, like operation stuff. And a gentleman by the name of Richard Gonzalez hit me up through his sister, who I had worked with 10 years. And prior to that, he said, "Hey, I have a really amazing idea for a bong." He happened to be a manufacturer of vacuum insulated water vessels, one of the largest brands in the world.
What is that?
Like a Yeti cup. Or
okay.
His brand was a brand called Monohydration. It was at all the Walmarts, the Costco's, etc. He did all the white label branding for Walmart, and he's like, I basically want to create a bong that keeps your ice water cold for 12 hours. And I said, that's a brilliant idea. I saw the pictures. It was beautiful. And I told him, if he brings it to life, I'll be his CMO, and I'll help him raise however much capital we need to manufacture it, because it's not a cheap endeavor for sure.
No. And then you launched it.
We did.
And
we
launched
exist. Yeah, we launched it in April 2021. Yeah, crazy fanfare, 2021. It went wild. Continued a lot of momentum into 2022, and here we are. We're almost at the end of 2023. So it's been a little over two and a half years basically at this point.
And people do like them. It's because they look cool. They function cool.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it on the market.
No. So when we create it, we're like, oh yeah, cool, like Yeti Ice Bong, and the silhouette is. I get so many compliments on it, and it's kind of funny. It's the manufacturing process and how you can actually what you can do with the machinery. Indestructible, right? It's stainless steel.
So two things that strike me, and we've talked about this, but one is that it's not glass.
It's not
glass. If you drop it, it's not gonna smash on your floor.
Right.
We've all had that happen in some capacity,
multiple times.
But also the cool look, the cold water, and the not breakable.
Yeah, and then it's got a ceramic interior, and you can take the neck off from the base, easily wipe it out with an alcohol wipe, so it's really easy to clean as well. And the modularity allows for mix and matching, so you can incorporate new neck pieces onto it. So if you have a black chill, you can basically buy a leopard neck piece or a snake skin or a tie-dye, and you can basically get a new bong or a new look, and accessorize it. We have different down stems, different bowl pieces, so it's kind of a build-a-bong.
Oh,
Build-a-bong.
Yeah, I like
that. That's
a
campaign.
It is. Like the big lineups for Build-A-Bear. It's like Build-A-Bong.
Yeah, I get a cease and desist.
Build is like trademarked.
Yeah.
I like it.
Little pop-ups on university campuses.
Yeah, it's coming. My partner was a retail manager for a long time, and then he got into manufacturing because he knew how to get products basically into Walmart and stuff like that. And we always joked that one day, Bed Bath & Beyond, RIP. Well, I think Overstock is now Bed Bath & Beyond. Bed Bath & Beyond would actually have a Beyond section. I still believe that today. And, we work with a lot of like-minded people who believe the same. We work with Doreen Sullivan at My Bud Vase, who has a whole other bong that's kind of revolutionary. She's like one of the OGs, females in cannabis. there's a lot of us that believe like these modern accessories really will live in
Oh.
a true retail experience.
Yeah, there's a store in Canada called Indigo
Mm-hmm.
Books, and they have actually a cannabis accessory section.
Nice.
Yeah, and it shows
It's
up
like
in
pretty
their
staid blue chip company. It's
in
like,
their like in their urban environments. They have a section in the store, and there's a section on their website.
That's cool. I mean,
Yeah.
in the United States, you got Urban Outfitters. They're carrying Sackville, they're carrying Joint Locker,
Yeah.
Sesh Cases, Tulip, and I look up to all those brands. I'm hoping one day I can kind of grace those shelves. Bongs.
well, now that you've been on our show, it's much more likely to happen.
It is. I mean,
Yes.
it's
Heard it
why
here
I'm here.
first.
It's why I'm here. But it'll get there. Bongs are the dirty word in the accessories business. Pipes, rolling papers, grinders, much easier in terms of getting into retail, importing, distribution. Bongs are something that the government has deemed only for cannabis, only for marijuana specifically, and so it's been a bit demonized in a weird way. Obviously, the story about Tommy Chong, Jason, these guys going to prison during Operation Pipe Dream. Thank God we're not
there
anymore.
Yeah.
But it's still a bit more challenging than the other accessories.
When you are walking the trade show floor, here but elsewhere as well, like you created a really cool product, super innovative.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are there other people doing innovative things that you're like, oh, that is pretty cool too?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a geek.
You can badmouth other people too if you want.
No, that's why BuzzFeed started, because I geek out on this stuff and I love seeing people innovate. And I mean, all the way up to like this extraction equipment that used to be used for like olive oil or whatever is now what we're using to make vape carts. That's where I really was really intrigued early on. And then I think through the evolution of the site, I became more interested in the personal experience. But yeah, there's tons of great stuff. Like I work with another bong brand called Prism Water Pipes, and they make a modular glass build of bong. And so we made adapters that allow me to incorporate a percolator into our bong, right? A glass percolator or a glass neck piece for people who like to see their smoke. So they're doing great stuff. And I walk through and, I have there's a lot of trash.
Yeah.
And, MJ Biz is a little bit better. They're a bit higher caliber in terms of what they allow, because it's got to be really truly cannabis related. They're not here selling other substances.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I see it every day, and it makes me really happy, because my belief is that there's a lot of big distributors out there that are trying to kind of gather up all these companies and make, a big parent company that sells these things. But I don't think anything can replace the garage economy, right? Great things are being made in people's garages and basements every single day, and there's millions of those people.
Well, it's Etsy.
Right.
Yeah.
Etsy outside of cannabis. I mean, well, you can find some really great, cool
Cannabis
things on Etsy.
Oh yeah, I've tried. I've been kicked off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Etsy doesn't like the bongs.
They don't like the word bong.
Yeah, well, I don't. I call it a
Water pipe.
double wall vacuum insulated smoking apparatus. But
that sounds like, I know it's not, but that sounds like scuba, right? Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. That's like an acronym.
Nobody's searching for that though.
Right,
so the SEO is not great.
That's a tough look.
Not yet.
But yeah, I mean, it's really cool. I actually was next to these guys. It's called Puka, I believe is the name of the brand. They come from the golf industry. Beautiful manufacturing. It's a pipe with an inset, like pre-filled little borosilicate cartridge, and you can slide it in. It's completely airproof, or airtight, so you don't smell it. You know what I'm saying? And then they made a bowl piece that's magnetic, and it easily pulls off.
Snap. It's like,
I put 2 bongs in their booth. They got the bowl piece in my bongs now. So I love collabing with these people, and I walk up to them and I share my card for BuzzFeed, and I say, hey, like, get some free game.
Yeah.
Sign up, share it on the site, expose it to my community. Maybe sell a few units, but at the very least, like, you start to get a little bit of visibility, build some backlinks, and long term, my goal is like, hopefully we can do something more together, right?
Yeah. Justin, I appreciate you making time this early on a Friday morning
For sure.
to talk about bongs. Even if the world doesn't want you to talk about bongs or mention it, I'm glad you are. You're going to do it anyway. That's what I know about you. I appreciate the time. Thank you for making the time and for the work that you're doing. And it does look really cool. So we'll put a link up when we post this video afterwards to how to find you, but how to get a look at the Build-A-Bong as well.
For sure. Chill.store.
Chill.store?
At Getting Chill.
Really?
Yeah.
I like it.
I had to get a .store. The .com for the chill.com domain,
expensive.
I think it was like $1 million.
Yeah. Someday.
Yeah.
Go, hashtag
I actually
goals.
know who bought it.
Oh.
He's a pretty cool guy, so we don't.
He's pretty chill?
No beef. Yeah,
He's pretty chill. He actually changed his name to chill.com. That's the thing.
Yeah. Got the trademark.
I love it. We're here at Planet 13. This is Cultivated Live. We'll be right back with George from Dynavap.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Thank you so much, Justin.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks, guys.